Hello, how are you?
Good. Sorry, I'm trying to get off of. There we go. I'm doing well. How are you?
Tell me your first name again.
Minka.
Minka. How are you doing today, Minka?
I'm doing well. Thank you.
Wonderful. My apologies. My other meeting just ran late, and I usually like to give myself a few minutes just to review what you put in. So, my apologies. So, for that reason, I'm going to give you a few more minutes if you need it today, just to make sure
Okay.
I can answer any questions for you and sort of just figure out what's going on. So, where do you live, Minka?
I'm in Wisconsin.
Like Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yes. Yep.
Are
I'm
you
right in the middle of Wisconsin.
okay? So you got
Yeah.
the curd cheese curds,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Everyone
I'm
loves
trying
the
to
cheese.
associate.
Cheese
Exactly.
head.
Exactly. So with that being said, where are my glasses? Oh, they're right here. So with that being said, what do you do out there in Wisconsin?
So right now I'm going to school for psychology, but I'm also working at a call center. I'm a trainer, on the job trainer for United
Okay.
Healthcare.
Okay. So mostly the training type of stuff you offer is geared around what?
So it's geared around onboarding people to United Healthcare for call center. I
Gotcha.
also work part-time for NAMI Fox Valley. So that's National Alliance of Mental Health. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but
I have
I
not,
provide.
but that's
Oh,
good.
okay. Yeah.
But
So
what is
I,
it called
um,
again? The
a
National.
National Alliance of Mental Health Institute. I do virtual peer support groups and I also do peer education facilitation as well.
Very good. That's great background. I think that makes you very well rounded potentially for the type of work that you could get into around transitional housing. So,
Yes.
so tell me, what are you thinking about? Because obviously you've seen a lot of my videos.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
so what
Yeah,
exactly are you thinking about as it relates to transitional housing?
I had a whole idea, and then my husband was like, "Well, that really sounds like you might be interested in like a facility or something." I did research, and I was like, sounds exactly like what I want to do." So I really wanted to target. We're going through foster care right now, so I
Right.
really wanted to talk. I really have a heart for those kids that are transitioning. They get transitioned out right when they turn 18. So I want to prevent homelessness from the age of like 18 to 23. And we have a great need for housing, like our homeless community. I live in Stevens Point, so it's right in the center of Wisconsin. It's increasing because there's a lack of housing that's affordable or that will take them on if they have been homeless. Would really like to open up a home targeting women first within that age range to prevent homelessness. But the biggest thing is giving them the services. So
Yeah.
teaching them the life skills, because a lot
Yeah.
of them are in group homes. They haven't learned these things,
Yep.
financial literacy, all of that good stuff.
Wonderful. Do you envision yourself directly providing those services or working with somebody who does?
I was looking around at places. I'm hoping to be able to provide them, but like I said, I'm still going to school. I would need to develop that skill. I definitely could do like peer support groups, things of that nature, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to work with someone depending on how long it takes to get started. But that would be the goal that I could provide it.
Perfect. Perfect. And two couple more questions. What does your husband do?
So he's the postmaster where we are right now. So he has
Okay.
very good administrative skills and
Okay.
leading. I was
Does
like,
he
we work so well together because I have an idea, but he thinks completely differently. So it's really nice.
exactly. And how long have you guys been married?
14 years.
Perfect. And these are good, these will mean something in a minute. I just want to make sure I got a good idea of where you are, and then we can sort of talk about creating something for you that could work. All right. So, and where you live right now, are you renting or you own?
Um,
Okay. All these mean something because at the end of the day, you want to be able to clearly get into a space where you are living your passion, your purpose. Like
Mhm.
that is who you are becoming. And
Mhm.
sometimes, just depending on where you are in life, could dictate whether or not you can create a situation that you are there on a regular basis at first, and then you go
Mhm.
away and then do. Because I'm open to all of it. And just to let
Yes.
you know, like I've been doing this work for 14 years.
Oh,
Married, I've been with my husband for thir 13 years. Wow, time flies.
yeah.
We've been together for 13 years and we have a 12-year-old and we have 8 kids total. I've gone from having my own thing to where we actually were engaged, dig deep in working alongside what we create, right? Which
Okay.
both work. So it just depends on where is your, you have to determine that as a family, what your comfort levels are. But it's
Mhm.
very possible because I'm a firm believer in living for free. So every house I've lived in from just till now, say, ah, wow, that's wow. So from 16 to now, I just now live in
Oh,
a house where it's just us. Where before
wow.
we were either in a house that we were flipping or doing something for, prepping for something else, and then we would leave or we'd set it up and we'd go somewhere else. Like that was our thing. So I'm open to whatever. So as long as you and your husband both keep your options open just to see, and then you know
Mhm.
where your boundaries are, and that's what you work with. But you're in the perfect arena for what is to come in this special area. There's so much
Oh,
that can be done working with youth coming who are aging out of foster care because they're being thrown away, unfortunately.
mhm.
I hate
Mhm.
that. And they're adding to our homeless population, but they're adding in a different way. They're not necessarily hitting the streets, they're couch surfing. They're going from friend's house to friend's house to friend's house to friend's house. And that's sort of how they live, which you can catch if you can get them when you catch them before they either are aging out or right when they do, so then you can then take them in. The success rates are going to be tremendous. But you're
Oh,
also
beautiful.
dealing with youth, so you
Yes,
already
yes.
understand they're a different population altogether. I will say I started. I mean, I still have a heart for the youth. I just know I wouldn't. Probably me personally, I wouldn't create the housing for that because you just have to be very diligent in knowing how to set your boundaries and setting
Okay.
expectations and that they follow it when they're at this age group because they are still young, but then they're now adults. They want
Mhm.
their freedom. They want to be able to
Mhm.
do. So it's going to be harder to hold those boundaries when you're dealing with that population. Doesn't mean it can't be done. You just have to think differently about the type of things you need to control. So, and in my housing that we focus on right now, like I had up to 10 houses that we ran, of which most of our population were older people
Okay.
because they're already been there, done that, and we
Mhm.
control that easily. When we were creating boundaries for young people, there are benefits. You actually have to have a live-in. We don't have live-ins in what we have right now, which you're now
Okay.
looking at added costs you have to think about. So you would just have to make sure as you build this out that you make sure you got enough money coming in that you can hire staff to be at the property and then think about if that's the model you want to expand on and scale to. Because and once again, I'll say this too, and I apologize in advance. I'm a visionary and I'm
Mhm.
always seeing the very end result of what you could do. But if you create a scalable model, because it's going to be needed, you'll never
Mhm.
be without you'll never be without clients to place in your properties because the need is here. You just want to make sure that you've thought it all the way through.
Okay.
So, a couple questions with you being connected to the National Alliance of Mental Health. Are you involved also with like the COC? Are you familiar with who the COC is?
Watch one of your videos. So I've been trying to get in contact with them to how to join. So I reached out to Leah, which I saw her as the entry. So I'm waiting to hear back from her.
Because you need to do is to join as soon as you can. Why? Because you want to be in the ground level first as you're
Mhm.
getting ready to build. Because most people I know work differently. They work backwards, I feel, when they already get the property and they're now waiting, okay, what do I do next?
Mhm.
You need to have a thought of where you want to go first, which population you want to focus on, and who you could partner with. That to me is
Mhm.
your path of the shortest resistance. The path of least resistance is to find a partner, like an agency that caters to this particular population,
Okay.
and they provide the services. Not saying
Mhm.
you won't, But right now,
Hmm.
starting off, let's go ahead and get you with somebody, find out what their needs are, and then we go look for where their need is. Now
Okay.
you reverse engineered your ability to that community well and get your building full. And I would envision, because a big part of working with an agency, you're going to have to create an MOU with them. So that's your memorandum of understanding saying what services you're going to provide, which you're going to provide housing. And you might
Hmm.
provide something around peer support because that's your experience. Because we will want you starting to grow your portfolio alongside that agency
Okay.
and building your resume as a reliable person in that industry. So as you expand, they're going to give you a letter of support if you're applying for funding. If you decide you want to go that route, are you going to do nonprofit or for profit? Have you decided?
For
Or
profit.
say that again?
For profit. For profit. For.
Thank you. That's what I
Yeah.
wanted to hear. Because you can still stay for profit and maximize a nonprofit to your benefit. So
Okay.
that's where you would do a subcontract to them. Let me give you an example. Let's say you found an agency that caters specifically to aging out youth and they're going for a grant and you have a property and they now want you to work with them. They'll list
Hmm.
you as a subcontractor, all of your credentials, and when they submit for that, they'll already take into account what your building costs. So whatever it
Okay.
costs to run your program, whatever it is that you want to charge to be able to accommodate that, that's what the grants are for.
Hmm.
So that's it. And so by you getting involved with the COC up front first, you start learning the lingo, getting to know who the players are, getting to know who has the funding, because you don't want to get with an agency that barely gets any funding. That just sort of defeats the purpose. But
Right.
just understanding and learning the language, because there is HUD funds available for what you're creating right now. You
Okay.
just have to you want to hook yourself to the right agency that has those that are going to apply for that grant and get it.
Okay.
Just to give you an example, like here in St. Louis, our largest agency for services is St. Patrick's Center. They get a lot of funding through HUD because they have multiple layers. They are one of the largest, oldest agencies like this that cater to women, to men. The only thing they don't have is youth, but
Mm.
they would be interested in
Yeah.
partnering with something if they had someone they could work with. You could easily come in, get to know that agency, the people who participate in the COC, because you start there first just to
Hmm.
get your feet wet, and then that's how you start building your acumen and determining the role you can play. Just to give you a story, the guy who ran St. Patrick's Center, Anthony D'Agostino, I'll have him on my show one day. He and I
Okay.
are like this. And I actually
Oh.
met him at another agency. He ran criminal justice ministries, and my industry was working with people coming out of incarceration. So and this is years now, we will build a relationship. Wherever he goes, I go. Whatever program he's
Oh.
got, I go. He already knows I'm someone he can partner with. But I would
Hmm.
take him to lunch. That's how we met. I first met
Yeah.
him through CGAM. And I said, I'd love to just take you to lunch. And he's like, sure, because nobody takes the executive directors out to lunch. And that's an advantage. And you sit there and just find out how you can help them. You don't go into like, oh, well, what can you do to help me? No, we don't do that. How can I be of service to you? This is what I'm
Hmm.
interested in. And that's if you're working with an agency that's already in the population you serve in and you've got skill sets and peer support, you never know what you could create.
Hmm.
So that's
Hmm.
how you start building yourself, creating relationships, because that's everything in this game. You've got to be able to build some strong relationships that you can then build on to then get where you want to go, which is ultimately to create a home such as this. And it doesn't take long. Honestly, I don't. Have you guys thought about a time frame? Like I know this is something you're passionate about because you reached out to me and you watched my videos, so clearly
Yeah.
you want to do this. Have you thought of a time frame?
I was thinking it would have to take 5 years because of my schooling, because I'm still going through school. So that's what I thought. But I also thought that it had to be a nonprofit. So after finding you, it was nice to.
Yeah, no, you don't even have to
Okay.
have your schooling done. Ask me how much schooling I have in social work.
How much do you have? Wow. Really?
Zero, zero. Now I've learned
That's
through the
wonderful.
years. I've
Hmm.
learned through the years, like, and I'm still learning. Like, so I'm the chair of the COC now here in St. Louis
Hmm.
City.
Yeah.
Scares me to death every day, but I'm a business owner. I understand what it takes, and my heart is here.
Mhm.
So I rely on my experts to be the experts. I never go in here thinking I'm the expert. That's why I would encourage you to get with an agency because they're the experts. You
Okay.
learn, it's like the best of both worlds for you to be going through school and then applying what it is that you're learning there. And
Mm-hmm.
then when you do your practicum, who are you going to do it with? The
Right.
agency. See what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah. There you go. Yeah. I like the way you think.
So this is the best way to really get yourself in there into a space that you're passionate about and really get you grooving in that space. Because I know you probably like working for United Healthcare, but yeah, might not be, like you want to be in your passion space and who knows what opportunities could open up for you even with an agency that you partner with. I would just give you some guidance if you do choose to do something like that, let's say working with an agency that specializes in this space, you just make sure what you're signing off on by it being an employee for them. Because I would
Okay.
say, and for example, you don't want to get with an agency and they hire you paying you 50, 60, $75,000 a year or whatever. And they say, oh, by the way, you can't create your own, you can't do anything utilizing our agency. You'll have to sign like non-disclosures. You'll have to, and if you do find that, just make sure that you let them know I'm already in this space. So they can't
Mm-hmm.
exclude you from doing it. And I would be open and honest and get it in writing. Because
Mm-hmm.
whenever people leave, that's when it could potentially get ugly. You just want to make sure you've done everything seamlessly. You shared, this is the space I'm passionate about if you ever were to get into hiring. And I'm someone you could reach out to, like whenever I want to be a person for you, you could reach out to and ask questions to and get guidance. Because I've been doing this, like I said, for 14 years. I love
Mm-hmm.
what I do and it's changing and evolving every day. So I want you to have a resource that you can call on for these type of things or reach out to. And that's why I'm here. That's why I do what I do. Now,
I think you're going to answer. I just was going to ask if I am a great fit, what the cost would be, and then if that's something that I could uh, get my EIN and everything, and then get a credit card and start building my business credit that way to pay it off.
but I could easily see you fitting into this space because you've already, number one, identified your niche. You've already, once you start putting yourself in spaces where, because you went out and looked for the COC information yourself, those type of things shows that you have the initiative to take action without me having to pull it out of you.
Okay.
Those are the type of people I'm looking for. People that
Mm-hmm.
will take action without me having to pull you through it. And you'll ask questions of me through these modules and during the 12 months, because that's my goal, is to find someone from my inner circle that I
Mm-hmm.
can then follow even closer. And you're close enough to me where I could travel to you. So that's
Mm-hmm.
another, I don't
Oh,
guarantee
nice.
that, but I
Mm-hmm.
do like coming. I like coming to see because
Okay.
I'm excited about the space. So, like,
Yeah.
I've got a girl, she's in Kansas City. I'm going to go visit her so we can look at her space once she comes on because it's like a
Oh,
hot skip in the
nice.
car. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's not something I say comes with it, but I don't have a problem traveling. Me and my husband jump in
Okay.
the car all the time just to come and see our clients and people we're consulting with. So,
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah.
so
And then, oh, sorry.
yeah.
Do you think that because I was thinking of getting the EIN and all that so that I can start building my business credit. Do you think that's
So,
a
big,
need?
so I will say, so it depends, right? It does
Okay.
depend. I will say this because you probably don't have, how much capital do you and your husband have right now if you had to go get a property? Do you have money to put down on, because they require 20% to put down on an investment property. Is that something you
Oh,
guys have liquid for?
no.
Okay.
Mm-mm. Not
The
with our
reason why,
property already.
I mean, I'm not against building. I don't, but that's something I would do on the side for you to show you how to build. But it doesn't hurt to get an EIN. I don't know what they charge in
Okay.
Wisconsin also, because like here,
Not
we
much.
get our, we get our business set up for $50 for the year.
Yep.
Matter of fact,
It's,
$50, and that's it. We don't
hmm
have to pay any more again and just keep ourselves in good standing.
Okay. So go ahead and get it. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it
Okay.
doesn't. Now, do you know? And if you know how to do all that stuff yourself, it's real easy.
I do.
Just go.
I
I would just
researched it.
good. I would just say when it comes to your name, be very generic. Don't lock yourself into like working for Aging Out Youth LLC, like something like that. Don't be so specific. Be extremely generic as you can. Why? Because it don't matter who they write a check to. It does matter if you limit yourself. You lock yourself out of other opportunities. So if you're welcome if you want, because I think you got my text. I don't know, but anyway,
Yes,
if you
I
become a
did.
part. Okay, good. If you even just ran some names by me, because it's really so simple. You could even just call your, like last name LLC,
I
last
was
name.
thinking, I was thinking dwell in, like dwell apostrophe in.
That's
Okay.
very simple, and it does imply housing. That's the only thing I say. It implies housing,
Okay.
but but what I like doing sometimes is just getting you just want to get registered. You could do DBAs later.
Okay.
So a
Okay.
DBA is a DBA, doing business
Doing
as,
business as.
is better to fine tune a specific name that you like, that you can then still run through your LLC. Your LLC could literally be some initials. I would
Okay.
keep it simpler than dwell in. I would,
Okay.
because
Okay.
I would love to grow you and expand you. And if
Okay.
you think too niched, you're limiting yourself. Because the hindsight thinking, now I'm the Home Quest group, right? Well, I do
hmm
consulting now. I do. I've got business. I got 5 or 6 different businesses, of which all of them I got LLCs for. I would have never done that. What I
hmm
know today, I would have gotten one LLC that I would have established credit under, and then done like little DBAs for everything else. Because the check, I just care about that check. How you write that check.
Right. Okay.
Keep it
Yeah.
simple.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you again. It's so
Look,
nice
my
meeting you.
pleasure. Nice meeting you as well, Minka. We'll talk again soon.
Okay.
All
Bye-bye.
right, bye bye.